I'm back! Just in time for the next limited event that is El Siracusano. Let's talk about all the great things that we get to enjoy together in this event. Now, the first thing to mention is about the safety of your account. As you may or may not know, Twitter API is being a little bit strange nowadays. A lot of games are very afraid about using Twitter as a login method. So, if you only have your account binded to a Twitter account, I highly suggest that you bind it to other sources like Facebook, or if not, the best way to bind your account is to a Yostar mail. It's very easy to do and it's the best way since you're directly putting an account into Yostar servers. So try to do that ASAP, especially if you only have Twitter as your login method. Now, the first major thing to mention is the brand new integrated strategies, which is Mizuki and Karula Arbor. I hope I didn't mess up that name, but this will not erase the old integrated strategies, the one with Phantom in it. That's here to stay. It's a permanent game mode after all. So if you haven't finished your Battle Pass progress over there, or you have certain things that you've not cleared, you haven't even finished the second boss or even the first one, don't worry, take your time, make your account stronger, and you can enjoy both that old integrated strategies and this new one as well. This new one is definitely going to be a lot bigger than the first integrated strategies that we've had, and with all the different pathways, all the new mechanics, I'm sure this is going to be an even more fun time. I wouldn't say that this fixes the things that people maybe dislike about integrated strategies, but if it's been your favorite mode after all, this is an even bigger expansion and even bigger upgrade. I'm super excited to play this, and I will probably be making videos still about the old integrated strategies together with this one so that I can teach people how to be better at playing a game mode like this. This is one of the best ways to enjoy Arknights for the fact that it doesn't use your sanity. So I do hope to find a lot of people somehow enjoying this game mode together with me and all the other players. But of course, people's biggest concern this time around is definitely going to be for the limited event that is Il Siracusano. This event is 3 weeks long, the banner on the other hand is 2 weeks long. So with 3 weeks long, that means there's going to be 3 different types of stages, the normal ones, the EX, and I suppose what they call S stages. I'm not sure if they're still going to use S or they're going to use some other terminology, but 3 weeks of pain, basically. Il Siracusano isn't exactly an easy event as far as I've heard. The normal stages are fine, but then the EX ones and ES stages can get a little bit tough. You can get a free 6-star in this event, which this 6-star is Vigil. Now, this event has a lot of new operators, and I have to say, I'm probably gonna make operator showcases for all of them, but Vigil is gonna make me struggle so bad because this is one of the first few times that I don't enjoy a 6-star. Like, legit. Like, if you ask me to talk about Skadi, about Mostima, I can be pretty enthusiastic to tell you what they do, but with regards to Vigil, I don't really know how to make an operator showcase out of him yet. I will try, but for all the other operators, you can be sure that you will get some videos out of them in the next 2 weeks. So anyways, free welfare operator, we still take it because that's a lot of yellow certs if you collect the pots now and then collect the pots 1 year later from now. There's going to be a lot of materials that you can get from the event, definitely for sure, and the store is open for a very long time. 1 month long of a store. And next up, we get to talk about the very hype banner, which is Texas Outer. So she's going to be the limited operator along with the other 6-star that is Penance in it as well. Both are very powerful 6-star units. I cannot wait to give them their own video screen time later on. Lunar Cup, the 5-star, is also a pretty decent 5-star to join in the banner. I wouldn't say it's like meta-breakingly strong, but it is still a nice pickup in terms of certain roles that maybe your operators are not fulfilling right now in your account. We'll talk about them in the operator showcases. Texas Outer is going to be the second last limited outer operator for a while. The next limited outer operator being Yato Outer. After that, we're going to see more limited operators, so there's people like Chongyue and Muezai, but those are not outers, which is something that I greatly appreciate. Now that there's finally no more like cheap way of selling a unit where they make the limited operator a character that we're familiar with, at least I can appreciate the way that Hyperglyph is, pushing out some original units for us to enjoy. Things like Reed Outer, that's not going to be a limited operator. You can get her even after her banner ends. And then Silence Outer is a welfare unit for the coming Rhine Lab limited event. That's like 6 months from now for us in EN. So there's that. I shall not mention what they do. In terms of who else is on the banner, by the way, you can also see Null Outer, Skadi Outer, and Rosmontes being in the banner with a slightly higher rate up compared to the other off banners. W is also in the banner, but her rate up is going to be the exact same as all the other off-banner operators. it is gonna be very tricky to get any of these other like past limited units. But if you've saved your pools very much so, then you can use your 300 pools to spark for one of these units. I'm quite sure whether you're free to play or you're pay to play, a lot of you have been doing that saving work in the past few months. So that's that to mention about the banner, and you will get 10 free pools, not to worry, at the start of the event, along with also 1 free pool every day. Like every limited operator event has always this same system. We're pretty much used to it, unless you're a new player, of course. What's a limited event without a login event, am I right? I mean, that's what Hyperglyph does to incentivize us to play every day, but even without it, we probably still would be playing every day. So there's a bunch of rewards as per normal, and there is also going to be the free skin that you can get for Quirkers, which is a very nice skin, by the way. There are going to be 2 new operators added to the shop voucher store, which I've heard a lot of kind of like misinformation on social media like Facebook and Twitter, where people are saying this will rotate out the previous shop operators. So no, things like Eton, Breeze, Korea, no, not Korea, I cannot remember who are the other 2, Honeyberry and like one more unit. They are not going to be rotating out the store. They will still stay, and the tokens, like the potential tokens, I believe they still stay the same as well. So the only difference that you're going to see in the shop voucher store is just these 2 new operators, Quartz and Kanipalat, being added into the mix. I'm very excited to talk about Kanipalat. I think his kit is very fun to mention. Quartz is going to be a unique one to talk about in a video because for the very avid 4-star players, they're not as keen to see Quartz added to the mix. So we'll talk about them again in the operator showcases when it arrives. And then these are basically all the operators as you can see here. So there's a total of about seven actually operators that I have to make videos out of. The last operator I didn't mention is Highmore, which is someone that you can get in the new integrated strategies. That is also an operator I'm not very keen on talking about in the video, but I will still do so anyways. I think one of our favorite parts about limited events is also the big barrage of skins that we get to buy in the event. It's gonna be a huge spending of original primes, but these are gonna be worth it. So in this event, you're gonna see 3 live 2D skins that you can purchase. So Passenger skin is gonna be a 24 OP skin because it comes with a opening cutscene. If you set him as the main screen operator, your assistant basically, whenever you log in, you're gonna see a very cool animation. And the other 2 live 2D skins, being Ner Outer and Rosmontes, those are 21 original primes. Then there's also going to be 2 more skins, one for Honeyberry, that's going to be a 18 OP skin. And then for Sora, I cannot recall if this is a free skin or not. I don't think it's a free skin. I think this is a skin that you can also buy for 15 OP. I could be wrong. It might be 18. And then there's going to be a lot of skins rerunning as well. So things like Palas, Rosa, and Drainer, Texas, Doberman. Sounds like only 5 skins. In fact, there's gonna be like more than 40 skins rerunning at the same time because every limited event will also have this system called the Fashion Review. So I've made a video talking about it before. You can go and look it up and then you'll understand why skins that you see maybe 3 months ago always comes back at the same duration of another 3 months later. For my aspiring interior designers, we do have new furniture sets for you to get. This one is the Siracusano Retro Series, which you can get as an event reward and also buy the remaining parts in the furniture store. Now this is gonna be a weird one to talk about because I don't even understand what it means. This is the brand new way to get some additional randoms during the Texas Outer event. So I've seen some CN players play this particular mini event, and I've also watched the JP livestream where they try their best to explain it, but even the casters themselves were saying that this is a really complicated way. The past ways of getting additional randoms in limited events were things like the random mining area. You simply click on the button and then you just pray that you get a lot of randoms. If not, there is the lottery system, the one where you open 2 tickets and then you hope to see 800 or 600. This one, there are 4 buttons for you to click, and depending on what you choose, it either increases or decreases the probability of the random values that you get. So it is a bit of a gamble, I would say, because there are some buttons that is like the play safe. You're guaranteed to pretty much get somewhere between 400 to 500 randoms. And then there's like the risky one where you either get 600 or 300 randoms. So I'm going to be experiencing this mini event together with you guys. And even if I were to play this for 2 or 3 days, I don't think I'm going to fully understand how it exactly works by the end of it. So as much as you might suffer with me not understanding what the frick is going on, don't worry, you're still somehow gonna bound to get 6,000 randoms, which is 10 pulls. Even if you are a little bit unlucky, it's gonna be like 9 pulls or 8 pulls, which is still a lot. You aren't gonna have the worst draw where you apparently only get the worst value, like maybe 4,000 randoms by the end of it. You're still gonna be fine. If you do understand it, then I guess you can try your best to work with the system and maybe get 1 or 2 more extra pulls out of it. For the spenders in this video, or those who want to start spending, let's talk about packs that you can buy in the limited event. So there's going to be 2 major LMD and OP top-up kind of packs that you can buy. So these being the Sora Change Purse and the Emperor's Briefcase. So individually, one of them is going to be 7 USD. This is the one on top. This gives you 13 OP and 300,000 LMD. And if you were to buy it together, Emperor's Briefcase is 10 USD. So that's 700,000 LMD and 16 OP. It is definitely going to be more worth to buy the Emperor's Briefcase first before the Sora's Change Purse, but if you were to put them together, that is going to be a immediate 1 million LMD top up, and that's about a 10 pulls worth of original primes that you can see right there. Then the next thing that we can find is the Senior Operator Training Pack. This is 15 USD, which this ticket allows you to build a 5-star, only a 5-star, from E0 level 1 all the way to E2 level 1. These skill levels are not affected. So this is very nice if you want to skip the amount of time that it takes to farm the materials to build a 5-star that you really like. For 15 USD, I think it's kind of worth in terms of time saving, but of course it's not the best for everybody, because if you don't mind just doing the farming work, then I don't think this ticket is for you. You will still see 24 OP with it, so it's not entirely like it's a ticket alone. And then of course, the pack that everyone is most excited to buy in every limited event when it arrives is the Rhodes Island Hit Hunting Pack. This allows you to choose one 6-star out of the many 6-stars to immediately enter your account. It's basically a selected ticket, and you can only buy it one at a time every time it appears in a limited event. So this is 30 USD, if I've not mentioned that, and then these are all the 6-stars that you can be choosing. You will see a 10 times hit hunting permit with it, so again, not just alone with a single selected ticket. So there's going to be people like Chen, Blaze, Exia, Siege, all the way up to Gnosis, Lee, Golden Glow, Fear Metal, Horn. There are a lot of game-breaking 6-stars right here. I can see Surtur sitting right there. There's a Tons, there's a Suzerain. You can even get some of the older operators, Air Fiela, Silver Ash, and if you are missing some of the newer ones as well, people like Horn, Golden Glow that a lot of people adore. There's Calcit in there as well. Then I think this is going to be a very worth hit hunting permit. A lot of people will still buy it nonetheless. I'm only missing one operator out of this mix right now, which is a Flametail. I'm considering whether or not to spend the 30 USD just to complete my collection. But for you who is watching the video, I will say very worth to pick this. If you want to see a video to where I actually talk about these 6-stars and tell you what's the best 6-star to pick, let me know down in the comments. I might consider making like a 6-star power tier list. It's been 3.5 years of me playing Arknights and I've never made like a 6-star tier list video. But lately I've been considering to do it. Do you want to see it? Let me know. More packs to mention. There's a lot more sales going on in this event. So there is going to be a variant of the 5-star upgrade ticket that you saw just now. This one is 10 USD. So instead of going from E0 level 1 all the way to E2 level 1, this time, this can go from E2 level 1 all the way to E2 level 80. So for 10 USD, you just skip out on the amount of EXP tickets and LMD that it takes to do the upgrade. I don't think it's as sweet or as worth because you don't really need to ever max level any unit. But I mean, if you're simping for a unit, like maybe you love your Spectre a lot, your Lapland a lot, and you want to just max build them, then okay, fine, I guess this pack could be for you. Only 11 original prime that accompanies this pack together. And then we have the major Whale Leviathan pack, which is 50 USD. Quite a bit of materials that you can find within it. Original prime, 90, 10 times hit hunting permit. There's a lot of NMD, and then the other building materials that you can use on your operators. Now there is a brand new upgrade ticket that you can, instead of using it on a 5-star, you use it on a 6-star this time. So this is 20 USD. And basically, this allows you to upgrade a 6-star operator that is at E2 level 1 all the way to E2 level 90. A bit disadvantageous is not like the 5-star ticket that you saw just now, which was E0 level 1 to E2 level 1. This is only when you have the 6-star already at E2. And again, you're just cutting on the EXP and the LMD that it takes to build the 6-star. It's quite funny that you see, there's only a 10 level jump from level 80 to level 90, and there's already a 10 USD jump. And the reason is very apparent. It is very expensive to level 80 a 6-star all the way to level 90. So that's why the huge price change. And also why I never recommend anyone to ever build your operators to max level. So only 19 OP that accompanies with it. I don't find this very worth, but again, if you want it, then suit yourself, I would say. There are 2 packs that I think is very worth instead. So these are the chip packs. So you're going to get a specialist chip pack. It will suffice all the chips that you need to build your Texas Outer. And then there's also a Defender chip pack, which will help you to build pennants if you are lacking the chips. So you can see the number of chips right here, along with LMB. No extra pools, just 3 USD, pure chips, pure materials to speed build your operators. And then there is a recruitment update. So there's going to be Elysium, who's added into the mix. Elysium will be fighting with Zima in terms of recruitment tags, I believe, because he does have DP recovery and support, which is what Zima also has. Then Asbestos will not be Asbestos will be competing with Liskab and not Indra, but Vulcan as well. So a bit sad. Now Vulcan is going to be even harder to get in recruitment thanks to Asbestos being added. But Tsukinogi will add new tags. So for those of you who have memorized your recruitment combos, I highly suggest actually re-looking at the recruitment calculator again, because Tsukinogi, I believe, added about 3 or 4 pairs of tags where you put them together, it actually guarantees a Tsukinogi. Because there are some really interesting tags that she has in her own name. So you can go and look at that separate from this video. And then there's going to be a new 6-star, which is really not that important to know. But yeah, there's a new 6-star. Okay, last 2 parts of the video. And this one is quite important to talk about. Maybe I should have mentioned this at the start, but I guess if people didn't watch up to this point, it's their loss. So the alternate operator mechanism is going to change after this event. So the outer and the normal operators can now appear in the same stage. Previously, you'll be locked out, but now you can actually bring them together. So for example, your Spectre and your Spectre Outer, you can use them in the same stage, which is a very powerful combo, by the way. You can use Texas and Texas Outer in the same stage, and you can also put them in the same base, the dormitories, or basically the factories as well. So this is a very nice improvement. If you don't enjoy this change because you feel like it's not very realistic, like putting the same 2 people in the same stage, then just don't do it. But I appreciate that because I want to be able to put all the different skill sets of people into the same stage. Like imagine running a composition that is just made out of normal and outer operators. You've got Spectre, you've got Gavial, you've got Texas, and then that's your 12-man squad. Like it's gonna be so fun thematically to play something like that. Then alternate operators cancel. Alternate operator tasks are cancelled. These are basically the mini missions that you can see in the original and outer forms, where if you build them up to maybe say Elite 1 or Elite 2, you get a certain amount of materials back. So 1 month after Il Siracusano, you will no longer find any more alternate operator tasks. The reason why they lifted it up is because of the fact that they are allowing outer and the original forms to be in the same stage together. So if you are wanting to maximize your building and get all these cost savings back, then you can, I suppose, focus on building your alternate operators and the original form. But I don't entirely suggest you to push yourself to do that. Why would I tell people to go build Lava Alter? There isn't too much reason to use her in stages. I know she's very hot and a lot of people like her, but yeah, there isn't too much practical use to build someone like that. So it really depends if you want to get all that little rewards back by the time it gets removed. Now, the actual final content update to mention is English voices. I know not everybody cares about English voices, but some of the English voices in Arknights have been phenomenal. You need to go and listen and test run all of them. And Arknights is one of those games that allows you to set each operator's voices individually, whether you like the GP one more, the CN, KR, or EN one more. So this update will have a lot of English voices. I'm going to have a whale of a time to review every single one of them. There's going to be people like Project Raid. I'm excited to hear what it sounds like. There's going to be Lapland, Ifrit, there will be Haze, Penance, Texas Outer, of course, Silence, Mayor. I'm so excited to hear all of them in time to come. So I do ask of you to be open, go and test run them yourself, or join me in test running them when I do my Il Siracusano live streams. So that's all the things to mention about this event. I don't think I've missed any more detail. Let me know what you're most excited about, and I also hope that you can be excited for more videos to come from me, because I'm finally back on YouTube. I will be publishing a lot of cool stuff for you guys to see. So take care everyone. I will see you real soon. Bye bye.